Hey guys, back with another phone review today. Today I'm doing the LG Rumor 2. I have it on Virgin Mobile. I used to have Verizon, but for economic reasons I had to switch over. Personally, I like it better than my old Elias 1, but that's just me. Starting off with external features, on the back you have the 1.3 megapixel camera and the speaker grill. If you open the back cover up, you have the battery, 950 milliamp hour, but it chews up through the battery pretty quickly, and that's one of the downfalls of it, I realized. On the side here you have the volume rocker and a designated camera button. On the bottom you have the USB/charger port. Nice to see the standard USB. On the right side you have the micro USB port right here. I have a 1 gigabyte one in there right now, and the 2.5 millimeter headphone jack. Not standard 3.5, but it's not too bad because if you get this phone on the Virgin Mobile service, it gives you a headset with it, which it does not, I don't think, on the Sprint one. On the front here you have the alphanumeric keypad, the standard, 1 through 9, and then the star, 0 pound. 2 soft keys up here, speaker or voice command key here, back/clear button here, and talking end buttons here. On the old Rumor, it had a round D-pad, which actually I do prefer, but the square rectangle one isn't too bad either. The QWERTY keyboard I really like. It's spaced out well, and it has a full row of number keys, which is nice. But since it has only 4 rows and a full row of numbers, that means the spacebar is unfortunately embedded in the QWERTY letters. Here you have the function key, which allows you to use the little symbols on the keyboard, and the shift, which allows you to change the caps, obviously. You got the back button here and the D-pad for the keyboard. And I know a couple of people that have this that don't use it, and they say it's kind of just irritating to have there, but personally I use it a lot because, I don't know, when you're trying to do this, to work the phone with the keyboard open, sometimes when you use this, the D-pad on the alphanumeric keypad, sometimes it feels like you could break the phone for some reason when you're pushing too hard on it. So I generally use this more than I do this when I have the keypad open. And you have the back and enter keys, obviously. And another thing I did like was that where the soft keys were positioned for the keyboard. Normally they're embedded in the QWERTY board, but they're not, which is convenient. And also, I kind of like having them up here because they're easy to access with just your thumb. That's about it for the aesthetics of it. As far as programming, I kind of like the way it's set up. It's not like the standard Virgin Mobile operating system. It's more of the Sprint operating system, just because it doesn't have some of the ways it's set up. Because normally on a Virgin phone, to get to the menu you would have to press one of the soft keys, whereas actually this one, it's normal and you just hit the center button, which is convenient. Sending a message, the keypad is nice. I didn't have a full row of numbers before, so I'm not really used to it, so sometimes it takes a little getting used to, but other than that, it's nice. This is, so yeah, see, so I'm not used to it. I don't have it down to a science yet. This is a test to see how the keyboard, yeah, not used to it yet. I guess functions. Anyway, I don't know if you can see that. There you go. But that's about it for the texting aspect of it. It does have the texting, it has the predictive text. Excuse me, I can remember. I generally don't use the front just because it's so much more convenient just to use the keyboard, but you know, maybe once in a while I'll use this and just show you. It has the predictive text and stuff like that, so it can recognize the words, and it even recognizes some really weird words that I didn't know would be programmed into it, which is kind of funny. It does come with some games preloaded on it. They're not very, I mean, some of them are decent, but they're just free trials, so you can only play them for about 30 seconds until they say, would you like to order, you know, the full version of this game? But, you know, other than that, it's pretty decent. It does have a music player, which I do enjoy, but it doesn't allow you to multitask, so you can't listen to music and do other stuff at the same time, as far as I know. I mean, I have tried it out, and it hasn't worked for me, but if you know a way to do it, please tell me, because it'd be pretty convenient for me to know. Here, let's play some Van Halen. The speaker on it, it doesn't come out of the speaker that you listen into when you're talking on the phone. It comes out the back speaker next to the camera. So that's, I mean, I don't care, but sometimes people don't like having their phone face down because they think it'll mess up the screen or something, but I don't really care. Other things on the menu, your account. Oh, camera. That's what I wanted to show you. It is only a 1.3 megapixel camera, which is disappointing because since this is an upgrade to the Rumor, I would have thought they would have at least had a 2 megapixel camera, but unfortunately they only have a 1.3 on it. Settings, you can change the resolution between 1.3 megapixels, medium, and low resolution, and it has some, you know, these fun frames and some other settings and things like that that you can mess around with. Color, you know, you can do negative and stuff like that. Your Virgin Alerts, it's basically if you have any missed calls or missed texts. The web, this is a full HTML browser. Unfortunately, when you can't scroll left and right. If you try to, it just goes to the next link on the page, so you really can't see the full page even though it does load it, which is very inconvenient. So if you're looking for a good web browser on this phone, you're not going to find it, which is one of the unfortunate things. You can download apps. You can get for email, mobile email, it has AOL, but no Google. It has AOL, Yahoo, and I think Hotmail. I'm not sure. I haven't really tried it out yet, but it's also got, I mean, in here you can reach the contacts, which I'm not going to show you because I don't want you looking at any of my friends' numbers or anything like that. Tools and settings, it's got a lot of different things on it, a lot of different tools. No flashlight, which I was surprised about, but it's got a notepad, which is kind of cool. Settings, there's a lot of different things you can do with the phone. That's about it as far as the menu goes. And if I had to rate this phone, I would give it 7 out of 10, maybe 8. It all depends on your personal preference as far as aesthetics and programming and things like that goes.